please help us to welcome Nick Rutherford. Give him a hand.
Yeah. Nothing like coming up after an announcement about a disease that causes blindness in children. Yeah, comedy. Comedy at the I.O. You guys doing good? You drinking a lot tonight? Sunday, but still, it's a recovery day, day for rest and booze. This is a good idea that I had a while ago. I'm going to share it with you guys. Save a little cheese. Before I go out at night, I used to pour myself what I call a road sody. That's basically a cocktail that I mix at home, and then I drink in my car in order to save some cash, you know what I mean? And some of you guys are like, that's bullshit, there's no way. This seems like a terrible, some of you guys don't like me at all, I can tell that. Right out of the gate. Hit the ground running here at the I.O. Here's the thing, I don't do it anymore, first of all, it's a terrible idea. But I did, and some of you guys are like, this is a stupid idea to have ever because you're gonna get pulled over, there's no way you can do this. I'm not that dumb, okay? I'm not like pouring it in like a crystal martini glass, you know? Like fully garnished with a couple of blue cheese stuffed olives, maybe a top hat and a monocle, throwing a cane out the window. I mean, it's much more sad than that. What I do is I dig through my garbage until I find a used Starbucks coffee cup, and then I pour my cocktail in that. And if I look at your faces, this is much more sad than I thought it was. Or I thought I'd share this fun story with you. But anyway, this is true. I don't do this anymore, and here's why. I poured myself a gin and tonic, and I poured it a little too strong, so my hands would stop shaking. And it was in the coffee cup, in the Starbucks coffee cup, and I took my first sip at downtown Los Angeles growing up, Figueroa, at a stoplight. I took that first sip, and I made that shot face. You know, that like mini stroke that you have? You know, when your body detects something as absolute poison? And so I took the sip, and it just kind of went, oh, like everything started sucking in. Down here, I just like made that horrible face, and in this moment, I turned to my right, and there was a cop car stopped right next to me, and the cop and his partner were just staring right at me, thinking, what the fuck is wrong with that coffee? And so I could have just pretended that I'm a coffee snob, you know, and just been like,
Starbucks? It's so bitter. I didn't have any choice. Coffee Bean was closed, and then just gone on my way.
Like I'm a huge asshole. But instead, what I did is pretend that that's what my face looks like all the time. So I just kind of locked eyes with the cop at this moment. I gave him a very respectful head nod. I appreciate what you guys are doing. I know it's difficult work. Waited for the light to change. Fuck with the mirror a little bit. Give it the old bright flash. I don't know, you guys should be able to fix this. I don't know. They paced me for a while. It was terrifying. I was like fucking with the radio, just trying to be really nonchalant. I thought they were gonna pull me over and have to complete this whole awful charade, like face to face, you know, just like, what seems to be the problem, officer? Here's my ID. I photograph well. Like, I don't know. I'm not explaining that away. But it never got to that point, thank God, because I guess they had filled their quota of ugly monster-faced people that month. So I made it to the party on time. It was great. Don't do that, everybody. I guess that's... My whole set will be a series of things not to do. Here's another one. I say stupid things around pretty girls all the time. I used to live in New York, and I was coming home on the subway after a happy hour with some of my friends. And there was this most beautiful girl I've ever seen, just on the opposite end of the train. Just gorgeous, like totally my type. Girl next door, brunette, slim, like just, she looked smart, you know, but not like too smart, right guys? You know? Like I'm gonna win every argument, you know what I mean? So that's a plus. She had Trader Joe bags, which is also a plus because I love Trader Joe's. Now we have something to talk about, you know? So I went up to her and I started talking to her, or rather at her, because she wasn't very happy at all at first that I was there. And the train stops at my stop, I get off, she gets off. So now I'm ecstatic, right? Because like, I know who I know what I am, I know what I look like. I'm not hideous, but I'm not like a smash and grab type of guy. Like I'm no Jim Parrack, you know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna, you know, I need time to wear a girl down. You know, like I need to find what she's insecure about, and then I just keep on talking about that until the defenses go way down. Like I'm like a boa constrictor, to put it lightly. Like I would love to just hug you until you fell in love with me or suffocated. Either way, I feel like it's a win for me. So anyway, so I'm ecstatic. She wasn't very happy. We walk down the same street together. We make another turn down the same street together. I'm really chatting her up, laying it on thick. Turn down another street. We figure out we live in the same exact apartment building, same building in Brooklyn. What are the chances, right? By the time we get to the front door, she is sold on me. She's laughing at my jokes. I'm carrying her Trader Joe bags because I'm fucking charming. She's touching me on the elbow. That's a great sign. Things are going great, right? So she takes out her keys and she starts unlocking the door. And now my friends catch up, and they're standing behind me waiting to get in. And she senses their presence. So she kind of turns around and gives me this look like, who the hell are these guys? And just to break the ice, I said, it's rape time. Don't ever say that, guys. Don't ever announce that it's rape time when you're trying to get a girl's phone number. That was not a good move. She didn't think that was funny at all. She didn't, much like you, she didn't like that one. At all. She went upstairs, took the bags back, never saw her again. I think she moved out, which was smart of her. Because that really bold rapist lived upstairs. The point of that story, though, is that, like, it wasn't rape time. You know what I mean? Like, it was barely, like, 11 o'clock yet. It was still pretty... It wasn't rape time at all. I went to my buddy's wedding, which is weird. My friends are starting to get married. It's very terrifying. It was down in San Diego, really beautiful wedding, just right on the beach, overlooking the ocean. Just gorgeous, gorgeous. And then very traditional, very Christian wedding, very quiet and calm and peaceful. And as my buddy was saying his wedding vows, the most distracting, horrible thing that could ever happen at a beachside wedding happened. This dude on a jet ski just tore ass down the coastline, riding this thing like he was having the best sex of his entire life. Literally the worst thing, just like this quiet, like, oh, you're not only my wife, you're my best friend, and I'm the rock for you to lean on.
Yeah! Woo! Woo! Yeah! I'm gonna be single forever! Woo! Woo! Because I'm married to Kawasaki! Yeah! Yeah, yeah,
It was the most horrible thing. Because that guy in the jet ski's not married. No way, that's a single guy right there. So now my buddy's thinking, fuck, I'm giving that up too? And the bride, you saw the way I was riding that thing? The bride had to be thinking, I'm never gonna make love to that jet ski guy now. That's a minus for her. That's an L. And everybody in the car, all the party, the wedding party, us, everybody waiting around. Now all we're thinking is, this wedding fucking sucks. I want to be on that goddamn jet ski. You see how much fun he's having? Guy's hair was blowing in the breeze. Even that guy is not having a good time for reals, right? Because nobody has that much like outward fun without being deeply, darkly depressed inside. You know what I mean? There's no way that guy has like a normal, happy life. He's just,
yeah! 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 I ride because I'm alone! Yeah! And I'm alone because I ride. Yeah.
All right, guys, thanks so much. Thank you, guys.